made one change to the team that won 4-0 against Wafa. Christopher Pony, who was suspended on 3 yellow cards, is out for today's game. And so the man who scored the goal here against Liberty Professionals in Downson, Bank Jr., is also part of the team. He's definitely going to find himself in attack as well. And so Iso continued to lead the Hartlefolk attack. And Sapong would also be there to support. Kim Grant will have a lot to show to the team. At least the confidence is back. And Kim Grant is ready once again to make Hartlefolk fans smile in today's game. Liberty making 3 changes so far after the goalless strong game against Dreams FC. Edgar Frimpong is out, George Ansong is out as well, and then Samuel Ampofu also out of today's game. And so they have to make a lot of changes with the introduction of Prosper Albo, who was expected to lead the attack, and that's the man there who has been working pretty hard there for Liberty Professionals. Reginald Asante, former star there for the club as well. So they would make a lot of changes. Looking forward to having a very clean game. And so referee Maxwell Hansen, a logistics officer at the Tema Harbour, and obviously will be the man here. He's not without certain complaint there for some of the clubs. I do remember when Bijima played Kumasi Asante Kozoko in Takwa, Kozoko fans were not really happy about Maxwell Hansen's performance, but that is all behind them, at least. So Deyigbe will be the assistant referee 1, Pascal Mausi, assistant referee 2, then Martins Akuji, the fourth official. Hartlefolk would say that they have really found themselves a certain striker, and Kofi Koji, who comes in as a super sub because 2 games he's played as a substitute. He's been able to get the goals from the bench there for Hartlefolk. I do remember the one against Interlice in Tema. He got a wonderful goal for the Phobians, and of course when he had to repeat the same feat here against Wafa, and Kim Grant says that, well, he's picking up the pieces pretty well for the Phobians, and so fans need to really give him some bit of time and space for him to show his prowess here as one of the top players you can have here for Accra. But Benjamin Ishan, Prosper Albo, and of course Simon Zibo, these are top players for Liberty Professionals, and so there's absolutely nothing you can take away from the Danceman lads. And so they would find themselves in the white outfit here and pretty much looking a very strong side. And this is a team that is probably known as the Scientific Soccer Lads. That's how they want to be called. The folk would obviously go with the rainbow colors. And so they folk really have in the team a very strong goalkeeper there. Richmond Aye, a minute of silence here. On the 9th of May 2001, 127 fans lost their lives here at this particular event at Accra Sports Stadium when Hartlefolk played Marcia Sante Kotoko. Tomorrow, 18th anniversary of that unfortunate incident in our football history will be celebrated or commemorated, I should say, and a minute of silence for the fans who lost their lives here. So this is Hartlefolk and Liberty Professionals, and is with 10 of the special competition that we're playing here in Ghana, because then we know specifically that these teams are looking to get some qualification. Liberty sits fifth on the table, Hartlefolk on the league log with 18 points. Incredible performance from the Phobians, if you ask me. The Phobians look forward to nothing but a win. Liberty are looking to get back into winning ways. It's been pretty much difficult for the Liberty Professionals team in terms of their performance so far, but next time the Phobians will stand their way. A threat from Accra Hartlefolk is what they need to look out for, as the Phobians look forward to have this ball dipping and well collected there by Shaibu Kaliu, the man who has a degree in sports management from the University of Education in Winneba. Shabu Kaniu, very much calm, composed in the post there for Liberty Professionals, but of course, looking forward to what the coach has been so far been doing. 3-5-2, it is the formation for Liberty. 3 back, and making sure that at least he works with the wings. A lot of the game will depend on the midfield play of Accra Hearts of Oak, with the likes of Michelle Sapo, Benjamin Putu, and Daniel Cody, all of them working so hard, and they still would have to move the shit in the defensive set of Hearts of Oak with Abdul Fattah moving in with Christopher Bonnie, who has been put on the bench because of a suspension there. But you have to also give credit to Manaf for that incredible goal against Wafa. And Hearts of Oak really, once again, are a strong side in this competition. They're a team to beat, and they have a scare at the moment. But Kim Grant trying to pick up his note because this team have a player down. When you look at him, he really is a man who is not really celebrating about himself. He's pretty much calm and waiting perfectly to see how the team will be able to get the 3 points against Liberty. They know they're strong, and the Liberty is very strong, and the team has lived up to some bit of an interesting position. They picked up a 3-3 draw game against Karela FC. Would you believe that? A game that really surprised everybody after going 3-0 up, Liberty Professionals. So a loss and 3 draws in their last 3 games, leaving them 5th on the table in Zone B. Maybe that's the best of start you expect to have from the 20. Abdul Fattah here with a throw for Hearts of Oak. The Phobians trying to move forward with the ball. Exactly what you expect to have from them. Trying to keep possession pretty simple. Mohamed Al-Hassan, former Wafa player. Looking for some bit of support there, and Richard Nai sends it deep into the half of Liberty. Knocked out. Zibo picked it up. The foul there with some challenge. And so that's Liberty coach was looking forward to making sure that something happened. And Simon Zibo, a very strong player there. There's been a lot of teams who are looking to have his signature, but he decides to stay with his darling club, Liberty Professionals. Hearts of Oak winning back possession. Play there for the Phobians. And they try to find this one in for Tao's ball deep into the box, and Shaibu Ganeo picks it up beautifully. Still, let's look at Lionel Abesimeku. Got another wonderful goal there. Let's see what Big Junior tried to reach the ball, stopped there by Liberty. And again, they have to lose possession. Quickly thrown down. Hearts of Oak not really looking to lose possession. Liberty will win it back beautifully. See what Zibo once again can hold on to possession. Play there from the Phobians. Supports ball blocked, and it's going to be a huge run. Flag stay down. They eventually comes up late. That's a foul. Choice there would have to come in from the referee, Manuel Roado. Wasn't really much happy about it at all. Once the yellow card goes out to him, Manuel Roado, first class with book. Got to Liberty Professional from the Academy. That's someone as well. 5 minutes already gone. First look out of the game to Liberty's Emmanuel Roado, with his sent. Didn't really agree with the referee when the call came in. And as the story goes, still goalless here after 5 minutes of play. Henry Sandachumi is with me here. Henry, it's been 5 minutes of pretty much a quiet afternoon for both teams, if you ask me.
It's a local derby, so between Liberty Professionals and Hearts of Oak is always very close, and it's always been cagey between these two teams. goals in this match. Liberty is playing with a flat 3. Volk has that flat, natural flat back. But today the only change in that Volk team is Christopher Boni, who is playing ahead of Fatal, who played with Fatal on the right side in that game and almost in all the competitions they have played. I think they have started cautiously. Both teams want to warm themselves into the game, and that is what I have seen from them. As we move along, we are likely to see some great exchanges in this particular encounter.
So there's an injury concern there for Liberty Professionals. Leonard Abesmeku goes to ground after that challenge. Let me tell you an interesting story about Leonard Abesmeku. His mother sells watches and someone roundabout, and so most of the Liberty Professionals players do go there to also get the watch from this young man's mother. And so he's a true and true dance player. And so
lives in the area. The house is not too far from the Carino Park. And their mom has been cooking for the past 10 years or so. And so she once told the team that her son comes.
That's how come Leonard Abesmeku is it? But I'm actually being told that you also enjoy that watch, is it?
It's a very nice delicacy.
That particular one.
I know the lady very, very well.
But so you did enjoy.
I know the lady very, very well. And she's a good cook.
Well, so that's the story now for the man who just walked on the pitch. He's playing for Liberty Professionals, and very interesting story here because you have two former players of Liberty Professionals in the starting lineup of Accra Hearts of Oak, Daniel Cordier and of course William Denchi, who is playing as the left full back for Accra Hearts of Oak. Cordier playing right in front of the back four of Accra Hearts of Oak. Throw in here for Liberty. So to be taken by Prosper Albo. Liberty now on the move. Zibo in control. Lovely pass now from Zibo. And Hearts of Oak looking to defend the Swan. But not the best of passes there. Coming in from Emmanuel Rolado, the man on the yellow card. And Liberty looking dangerous at least. But Hearts of Oak keeping possession. Neat and simple in their own area. Cordier here for Hearts of Oak. Michel Sapong back to Fatal. And quietly they walk off the danger zone, the Phobians. It's a long ball here looking to pick up Peng Jr. It really didn't work out. In comes Denchi. Possession won, but again, referee whistles for infringement here against the Hearts of Oak. Foul here, at least. And we're spotting some bit of a late challenge there in the box of perhaps on the midfield line. Another foul here, and Maxwell Hansen is having his fourth game in the championship, and Benjamin Shen is fouled. And the flag up here from the side. It was a firing game between Hearts of Oak and Wafa on Sunday. At least the Phobians never gave the Wafa team any breathing space in that game as Liberty tried to push forward here. Hearts of Oak looking pretty dangerous, but again, it's been an incredible performance there from the centre-back, Mohamed Al-Hassan, a former Wafa player. That's a very neat tackle there from the centre-back. Didn't commit himself very early, waited for the centre forward to commit himself rather. But again, that was another neat ball there for Michael Enu to at least bury that one. But what a pass it was from the midfield line. Look at that again. He looked at everything was perfectly going the way of Liberty until this tackle came in. Splendid tackle. And Shan just couldn't bury that, or perhaps couldn't take really good advantage of that. Another injury concern for Hearts of Oak. Almost 11 minutes gone so far, but it appears Liberty, the team that's creating some decent chances that day. Supposed to be some ball on the flanks, and now it's a late challenge here. And already 11 minutes gone, and we have 2 yellow cards. That's the challenge here. And Robert Soa-Ado. And he gets a yellow card, and so 2 players. Interesting. Emmanuel Ado got the yellow card first, and now Robert Ado here for Hearts of Oak. And obviously will keep the 2 teams pretty much very cautious. Technically, there has been a lot of debate there of the Hearts of Oak ship. We haven't, with Kim Grant always playing 2 central midfielders right in front of the back 4. And some technicalities are perhaps looking into that phase. You might think that they may look very flat on the attack, but what happens is that Liberty always would have to find a way to lock those central midfielders here. But Zibo's cross, not the best of it. And Futu clears it there for Accra Hearts of Oak. Always looking for the rounder of Esau. Well, cleared it in. And Frederick Poche. There's on the 8th shirt there for Liberty Professionals. Kodiep. Alasan. Sapong. Manaf. Lovely ball here. Hearts of Oak with Ava Bing. Junior going forward. Another clearance here from Liberty Professionals. And again, the 3 back being played by Liberty Professionals seem to be generating some bit of debate as to whether they can sustain that from the Philippines. Manaf here finds a Futu. Spreading play down to the wings and up to Fatau here. Still Accra Hearts of Oak. Fatau trying to get some bit of support there from Alasan. Gets Ayu to come in. Shen couldn't get to that one. It's Ado. A long ball forward. Good play there from the young Manaf. It's been fouled by Zibo.
Scored an absolute beauty on Sunday that game against Wafa. He's one player who is actually warming himself into this particular team. Has the potential, has the quality, top quality player. He's one big player for the future. I like the way Hearts of Oak is playing. Even when they don't have possession, I like their shape. I like the way they quickly regroup when they lose possession and the way they attack. And even though they are yet to score, it hasn't been a bad display so far.
Well, again, holding up to possession. Prosper Avo on the line and desperately cleared away. It's been a very tight game, if you ask me, there for both teams. Michael Sefa. So the part, and of course, Hearts of Oak looking to drive this one here, but again, he's been stopped by Liberty Professionals. Fatau picks it one, pick this one here on the flanks, puts it in again, and now Shaibu Ganeyo picks it up. Now Liberty would want to work with the ball here. Hearts of Oak back to their own half to defend this one. It's a long ball forward. Alasan to chase. And again, he's been beaten. Pushes Mar down, concedes a foul here. It's a free kick. Comes to the 18-yard box. But Sloppy allowed Benjamin Shen to get ahead of him. He had almost all the time to get the ball to Ayi.
Act well this time round. 2 minutes ago, he was very good at clearing the ball from the Liberty player, but this time I think he misjudged the movement of the ball and rather fouled his opponent instead of crossing the ball. It's a very good opportunity for Liberty to score the first goal, but let's see how it goes.
Liberty here. We're going to get a goal from the set piece. Ball whipped in, again comes back, and Hearts of Oak defend the lines pretty well. It was the last ball that came in for a town, and that whipped in again, and Liberty, yet again, the spectacular couldn't work out, but the flag had gone up for an offside against Benjamin Ashen, living dangerously hard to folk, and again, the coach of Liberty Professionals livid with those opportunities that have come their way. What a chance it was.
It's one of those chances, you don't get such chances in games like this, so you need to utilize them when they come your way. It might not come at all, so I'm just surprised they couldn't make good use of that opportunity. But credit to the Hearts of Oak defense, they defended very well.
Esau here for Hearts of Oak. Simeku on him gets a corner kick for his effort. And he's been the tormentor here for Accra Hearts of Oak in most of the matches played. Esau. For a player of Busua Dwarves, and just switching to Hearts of Oak, he's been the toast of most of the fans, especially with his performance. Every time he's on the ball, he's always looking very dangerous. There's a corner kick whipped in. Oh, it's pretty wide. The header comes down from Alassane. There's still the Phobians. We're just obviously able to lose this one from Joseph Esau. Well, Binkojo Jr. was one player who was expected at least to light up the plays, because at the end of the day, he was the man who got the only goal for Accra Hearts of Oak in Dansuman in week 5. The poor pass now from Liberty Professionals, allowing Richmond IU to quickly pick this one and try to find a way to get the balls back into the midfield area. Cordia looking to get the pass from Richmond IE. He was born in 1997. Richmond IE, the goalkeeper for Hearts of Oak. Cordia losing possession. Now Liberty looking to move in. Good play there from Robertado. And Dainty will pick it up as a left full back for Hearts of Oak once again. And the Phobians are not really running to get the balls. Manaf picks this one up. Dainty gets it back again. Finds support in Robertado. Swings it in again. And it's snapped away by Liberty. Abisimeku. And able to give the best of passes there. And it's been pretty much a situation of scrambling for some bit of stability, if you ask. Throw in. Michael Enu. Simon Zibo. Alassane's clearance. Only as far as the man in white. Now Emmanuel Ruado to Shaibu Ganiyu. Good play down for Robertado, get the ball away. And Liberty still looking to have a clear-cut opportunity. And Simon Zibo as well to get the ball away for Liberty Professionals as they try to push forward now. Good pass, good play. Not the best of a decision there. And Elvis again pushed to the ground. That's a decent foul according to referee Hansen. Yet again, Liberty recovering quickly. It's been an interesting game, Mary. Both teams are recovering quickly to pick passes up the house. Whenever they lose possession, they're able to get back to their ship to win possession back.
Well, most importantly, you don't have to give your opponents the room to operate. And I like the way Liberty has played so far. They haven't really attacked the Hearts of Oak goal area, but they look very disciplined at the back. They haven't made too many mistakes, especially in the final third. And maybe they are the most potent side in terms of creating opportunities.
Too many opportunities, too many runs on the ball. Elvis getting this good opportunity and then losing possession. Hearts of Oak equally doing same. And a lovely ball. Certainly it is. I expect to see more there for Liberty at least. Zibo. Oh, lovely ball now. Simon Zibo. Simon Zibo in the box, sends the ball back again. There's been some moments where you expect Hartlepool to get back and defend, but Eshen couldn't get to it. Well, there's an offside here against Benjamin Eshen. But again, what was that decision there from Zibo to take the ball back again?
I think it's because the ball hits the heel of William Denchi, and so he couldn't get the full proper control of that ball. And once it hit the heel of William Denchi, he needed to fight for the ball again. That was the reason why he lost possession. But the recovery was great. The cross was quite okay, but for the offside.
Eshen here. 2 minutes there for West Eshen, looking to strike again. Being blocked by Al Hassan. Hartlepool can break here. Michel Sapon. And again, Hansen with a block. Pretty interesting situation here. Simon Zibo. Well, they were looking to break across Hartlepool. It didn't really work out for them. Michael Enu here goes to ground. And now the Phobians can look up to Joseph Fiso. And again, final defensive clearance there for Liberty Professionals. And now it is across Hartlepool with Iso coming in. And they have been able to mop things up in their defensive area. Lovely play once again. Liberty Professional looking to pick up a run here. Flag stay down. Eshen going here. And now there's nobody coming in for a pass from Eshen. And Denchi would have to do another brilliant job as the left full back. Former Liberty Professionals player running with the ball and trying to ask his teammate to push forward. Ado with this one here. And again, it has to be dealt with beautifully by Prosper Avo. Simon Zibo wins it back for Hartlepool. Flag stayed down again. And still Liberty Professionals. Yet again, desperation slipping on the way as Liberty look for space. This is absolutely amazing display from the two teams. The quality being displayed here is pretty much questionable in terms of how the two teams are setting up. No sense of urgency. You're not really looking at a team that wants to score a goal here, but at least they win possession and not able to get things halfway through the first half already. And a lovely ball here behind the back of Aso, and this is absolutely something else if you ask me.
Well, maybe they are nervous. Sometimes when you are nervous, you make mistakes. But if you want to compare the performance we have seen from Hartlepool to what we saw against Watford on Sunday, then this is obviously below par.
Again, there will be a lot of
10
talking
of these
points.
players played on Sunday against Watford, with the exception of Christopher Bonney, who is absent. So you would have expected Hartlepool to show that potency and quality they displayed on Sunday. But so far, it hasn't been the best.
Never surprising. Well, we're just talking about the fact that they have a shape that really had to be looked at in terms of what the coaches want them to put across. Are you then saying that Christopher Bonney's absence also affecting Hartlepool's attacking play?
I don't want to believe so. I think he played as right back. Fatao played as a right winger on Sunday, and that has been the shape of the team since the start of the competition. William Denchi also got injured at some point and was replaced by Uvuka. Ado is playing with Al Hassan. That has also been the shape. Afutu is in the middle with Kodie, and then Joseph Esso and Michel Sapon up front, with Manaf also operating behind them. I think that has been the team of Accra Hartlepool all competition. Maybe, I mean, they want to impress, and sometimes when you are pushing to impress, you make mistakes, and that can come back to haunt you. Apart from that, it's also been some moments of brilliance from Liberty Professionals, especially at the back.
Well, Liberty have a corner here. Well, again, Brenton, of course, it's been headed down. Well, you're looking forward to this one, hitting the back of the net there for a goal. But that's a lovely ball. Beautiful outswinger into the box. Guess what? Free header. That should have been a goal. That should have been the first goal.
That should have been 1-0 to Liberty. I don't know how he missed it. They kind of play very well in the first half. In almost all the games, they score early in the first half. They were leading 3-0 against Karela. And then they ended up drawing 3-3 with Karela at the Karindov Park. That was last week. They drew with Dreams FC on Sunday in a goalless drawn game in Deu. But what we have seen from Liberty in this competition, they have been good in the first 45 minutes. I don't know what the plans are for this game, but that should have been 1-0.
Well, again, their performance away from home has always not been the best in terms of what they expect to prove. Picking up a point in Dawood obviously was very important. Their lovely ball, Hartlefolk were looking to get this one. Well, they saw a glorious chance to get a goal. Free header. That was a textbook header there from him. There was absolutely nobody there to mark him. And just look at that again. This is a moment you expect Esau to bury it. Well, again, it's been some bit of an interesting display here between the two teams. Well, Accra Hearts of Oak were pretty much buoyant after picking the 4-0 win against Wafa. They were singing a tiki-taka style of football for the fans to appreciate their determination to continue with that performance at Accra Hearts of Oak. Maybe they're having a very stiff position there for Liberty Professional this afternoon. Lovely play here. And sure is expect to see plenty of that. Nadia Cordier, Abdul Fattah here, looking to advertise a cross, and again he's been stopped. It's now Liberty trying to push the balls really among themselves, and they have to lose possession to the Phobians. And so they again trying to find a way. He's around the defensive shells of Accra Hearts of Oak, and Liberty Professionals now have to defend this one. Maybe there's going to be a long throw deep into the box. And that it is. There's a header here. There's a Futu, gets it back, and now a Futu gets it to Fattah with a cross here. And now comes out, and the flag was out for a push in the box. And that's another chance wasted there from Hearts of Oak.
Oh, this is Maxwell Hansen's first game since that game between Kotoko and Midiama in Takwa. He was actually criticized for poor showing in that match. And you remember there were some comments that came after that match on the back of that Kotoko defeat. I think so far he's done very well in this game.
Well, again, it's a Hearts of Oak with a chance. Esau pressed it by Esau! Oh, what a save it is. Beautiful save there from Shaibu Ganil, but again, that's not Esau. Here's Michel Sapong. Oh, Sapong. Oh, that moment where he thought he could score. Just look at it again. It's a beautiful pass there from Esau to him. And Sapong brought the ball to his favorite left foot. Took out his marker. Shot straight into the wooden arms of Ganil.
But the finishing, not the best. I think he got a very good direction, but there was no power behind the ball, and kicked that ball straight into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, the fans of Hearts of Oak ready up there to celebrate, but it turned out to be something else. It's now Liberty Professionals. Now looking to run with the ball. Elvis here to Shen. Shen had it back, facing the goal post. Good control, Harteford. He's pushing the ball pretty high up there for the centre forward to pick this one up here for Harteford. Well, they talk about the referee, Michel Hansen, because Maxwell Hansen worked on the game between Mighty Jet and Saint Mirren, and also Hamidans and Tema Youth. And they talk of the dreaded Mediama SC and Kumasia Sante Kotoko. Ball off the line, and it's going to be a throw in to Accra Harteford. Very quiet afternoon. Maybe because it's a midweek action, you expect to see some fans perhaps coming in later in the day. Harteford now, Manaf on the ball. Futu. Back to Futu for Tau. Good play now from Sapong. Wins back possession, and this goes against him. Liberty look to make a change into the game. James, well, in comes Frimpong Hagan, and out is Michael Sifa. A bit of an interesting decision there from coach of Liberty Professionals. Well, Frimpong Hagan actually played in the last game against Shrimps FC in Daewoo, and tactically was dropped to the bench for Michael Sifa, who played almost his entire football in Gabon. Played for Telecast, two-time Gabonese champions. And he's just been pulled out. Yet again, you expected to see a lot of fireworks between the two teams 10, 15 years ago, and Hagan, who just got introduced in the game, is down injured. An injury situation there for Frimpong Hagan. An amazing story that will be for Liberty. At least it's control here, and this is where he felt it was. Oh, his heels were snapped, and so there will be a problem there, or an ankle problem there for Frimpong Hagan. And so that's the situation there for this young man. And so that's the foul there against him by Michel Sapong. Denchi, Aldo, Ai, a lovely ball here. There's a foul that's going to be a card here Liberty Professionals with 2 of the players booked. Oh, there's a unnecessary foul. Michel Sapon nodded the ball down beautifully for Fatau, and then it was brought down by Prosper Arbo. In comes Fatau here. Well, not plenty of the balls are really coming in from him. As Hearts of Oak again lose up possession. And Simon Zibo. And Liberty again will get the ball away to a no man's land. What was it? Infringement here against Liberty Professionals. Well, both teams have been working hard at least to get the first goal, but I think they have been very cautious, just sizing almost each other up and not ready to commit any unnecessary mistake to concede. And Hearts of Oak are red hot in terms of the attacking play, and so Liberty trying to be defensively very strong, playing with 3 back line. And, they have William Denchi behind the ball here. Whips this ball to the far post, headed down, and again goes out. And it's going to be a goal kick. Futu was just hoping for a corner kick at least, but referee Maxwell Hansen will have none of that. Well, that's another straight ball to the far post here, and nearly went through the legs of Shaibu Ganeyu. That's a lovely ball there from Futu. Would you really say that there's been a vintage Article performance against Liberty?
Been a good game. I don't know, maybe we were expecting an exceptional display. Judging from what we saw on Sunday against Wafa, but so far it hasn't been too good. For me, it looks a bit disjointed. They have become vulnerable. They've been on the ropes for quite some time. Liberty have created decent chances. Should have been 2 goals up by now. From that free header from the corner kick, and the earlier chance from Simon Zibo. But Hearts, on the other hand, have also had their chances. Michel Sapon, Joseph Esso have all come close, but unfortunately the game is still barren.
Goalless at the Craft Sports Stadium. It's week 11 of this special competition. Hearts of Oak, Liberty Professionals. It's a regional derby. And now for Tao. This is Michel Sapon, Hearts of Oak's intelligent player in the team. Oh, lovely ball here. And Manaf. And Shaibu Ganeyu picks it up. Very much composed, Shaibu Ganeyu. For a return to the half of Hearts of Oak and quickly picks it up. Possession lost. Now Liberty looking for space, and they would also have to lose possession. Frederick Butcher couldn't get to that ball. Meantime, Daniel Cordier and of course William Denchi, all of them looking to move. The Phobians still haven't been able to find a mojo in the game here against Liberty Professionals. Well, I just have to say that matches between the two sides have always been very difficult. 4 minutes plus at a time. Hearts of Oak nil, Liberty Professionals nil. Patau, Manaf, Cordier, Patau, ball off the line.
There is one thing that the two teams need to do. I think that wing play of Hatsufuk has been thwarted. The Liberty Professionals team have been able to deal with that wing play.
And again, there have been a decision.
How is that not a penalty? For a moment, I thought he was going to whistle for a penalty. I would want to see it again, but looked like there was a contact in the box. The Hazard player was able to pick the ball.
Well, again, there's a long ball here from Alassane. Drop deep into the 18-yard area. Poor control had to come in from Michael Enu. And look at this. Absolutely. Decision had to for fans to not be happy. George Ansong, another player who was dropped after the draw against Dreams FC. And so he comes in to replace Emmanuel Ruado. Remember, Ruado's on a yellow card.
It's too early to make the substitution. You cannot make two substitutions in the first half. I think you should have been a bit patient, at least go into the first half with your full set, and in the second half, if things don't go well, you can make a change.
Well, the yellow card here for Simon Zibo, and a decision has to come in here against Liberty Professionals. Handball it is, according to Maxwell Hansen. And it's a penalty given to Hatsufuk.
I didn't see it. I want to have a look. I didn't see that. I just want to have a look. The first one was obvious. Let's see it once again.
Well, so the hand went up and Zibo punished, and it's a penalty. A call there from Maxwell Hansen. And logistics officer at Tema Harbour. Surprise it is, written on the face of Simon Zibo. And Liberty conceding a needless penalty before the break. And it would be a Hatsufuk's decision, at least for now, to score from this point. It would still be one of the talking points in the game, if you ask me. And that was this one. There was no need for Zibo's hand to go up. It is.
That's a penalty.
There was absolutely no need.
That was a penalty
For Simon Zibo to have the left arm up there.
Double
agony. Going for that header.
His hand touched the ball and he fouled the Hazard player too.
You remember the hand of God incident?
Which one?
Luis
Suarez or Maradona?
Maradona.
Yeah.
Well, so this man has scored 4 goals already in this championship. Comes up against Shaibu. And he's been saved by Shaibu. That's it out again. And Liberty have been left on the hook. Hatsufuk missing a penalty. Converted, at least, which was taken by Esau, but it's still the possession. Whipped in. Good goalkeeping there from Shaibu Ganeyu. There is absolutely nothing you can take away from him. A man with a degree in sports management, very composed and professional in his job. And look at it again. He simply had a hand onto the ball and hit the crossbar, and Hatsufuk have failed to take advantage.
Great goalkeeping from the Liberty player. This is the second time Eso has missed the penalty. I thought he picked the spot. There was power behind it. The goalkeeper read it very well, and Kim Grant is animated.
Well, should be happy at least for saving a penalty in this game here against Accra Hatsufuk. I was expecting, or perhaps you'd probably be expecting, that Esau would take advantage of that, but he missed it. Manafia brings it down beautifully. Hatsufuk now on the ascendancy here. Another lovely ball. The Phobians can actually score from this point of view. It's going to be a foul here. Well, there is going to be a lot of talking point. Is it going to be a red card? Here's the last man in that scenario. Maxwell Hansen has a difficult task now, giving out a penalty to Hatsufuk. Already yellow card's been flying, and a red card goes out to Michael Enu. Absolutely good decision from Maxwell Hansen. Look at it again, beautiful pass. And Hatsufuk, a big junior, looked at the round of Esau. He knew there was absolutely nothing he could do. He missed the chance and had to just clip him down. And Liberty Professionals already have had some difficult moments. conceding a penalty, and Hartlepool missing that opportunity, and now they have the man out.
So you see why I complained about the substitution of the coach. You cannot make 2 substitutions in 40 minutes of a game, and now he's down by a man and he has only 1 card to play. Well, obviously the Liberty Professionals head coach has a lot to do, but this game is now living up to the billing. It's now beginning to show signs of a derby. Penalty missed, free kick, red card, end-to-end action, forced substitutions from especially the Liberty Professionals head coach. But I mean, it's obvious. Reginald Asante is a man who is learning on the job, and that's the man. He's a worried man, and these 2 substitutions could come back to haunt him.
Well, the thinking cap is already on, so there's no need to start looking at anything else, but at least he ruined some of the chances he's missed. But the storyline still says Hartlepool with a free kick here. Ball whipped in, and it goes off target. So William Denchi looking to score, perhaps with his former team. And again, there will be a lot of debate on the penalty decision, and again there would be a lot of debate on the red card. There would be a lot of debate on some of the calls there from the Liberty coach. And so it turns out that at least as Hartlepool have seen plenty of action in the first half, having made some glorious chances. Of course, they have a penalty which was missed by Joseph Iso, but a lot of dramatic scenes in this game between the 2 teams. Goalkeeper Shabu Ganeu spectacularly saving the penalty there from Joseph Iso, but the story will still continue after the first half. But Liberty Professionals with few, at least they haven't done much in this game, and Reginald Asante making some changes that at least will be questionable by some Liberty fans. But the first half really belonged to Hartlepool, if you ask me. And so half-time, Hartlepool nil, Liberty Professionals nil. Well, so the 2 teams were looking very calm and composed coming into this game. Hartlepool with some energy in them after picking up an interesting performance against Interlies and Wafa. Knew at least the task here was complete. We're looking forward to get some goals as early as possible. And so they simply were not able to take the chances. At least they had some of them coming very early in the first half. And so Fatah with his ball, and calmly dealt with by Shaibu. Ball thrown down. Zibo with a lovely pass here, and Liberty could have taken some bit of opportunity here, but absolutely couldn't do that. Hartlepool cleared the lines early. Yet again, some decent chances for Liberty Professionals, and again a timely intervention from Alassane, denying Liberty a shot at goal. Hartlepool equally doing the same. Kept pushing. Another ball whipped in, and Ganil with a save. Corner kick coming in from Liberty, header down and just missed by Liberty. Yet again, Iso's header goes wide for Hartlepool. End-swinger here, another header down, goes off again, and yet again, it was Hartlepool with another moment looking to have something done. Shaibu again comes in to save the situation, and then this was the moment Hartlepool failed. They should have gotten a penalty, which was not given by Maxwell Hansen, the referee. And then Hartlepool eventually got a call right from the referee with this one. A yellow card to Simon Zibo with a handball situation in the 18-yard area. And missed there by Iso. Another pass. And of course, this was a moment where Enu professionally brought his man down and got a red card. Free kick was made by William Denchi. And so Hartlepool had some chances missed, and so first half ending goalless. Possession in favor of Hartlepool. Yellow cards, 4 of the game, 3 to Liberty, 1 to Hartlepool, 1 red card to Liberty Professionals, 4 offsides, 3 to Liberty, 1 to Hartlepool, and at least 3 corner kicks. Hartlepool with 2 Liberty with 1. Fouls committed so far, 8 to Hartlepool, 6 to Liberty. And shots on target, 4 to Hartlepool and 2 to Liberty. And so goalless it is at half time.